The Trump policy towards Venezuela has been politically schizophrenic. When Trump came to power, Maduro was in the ropes. He was on the ropes. The entire world was rejecting him because he was trying to remain in power through stealing an election. Sound familiar? Donald Trump sent his special envoy, Rick Grenell, to negotiate with Maduro, legitimizing him, treating him like the president of the country, negotiated hostage releases with him, negotiated Chevron operations with him, basically strengthened Maduro. The people in Miami, where there's a lot of Venezuelan Americans and Nicaraguan Americans and Cuban Americans who do give a shit about policy towards Venezuela, were rather pissed off. And I am sure the 3 Cuban American congresspeople from Miami have been screaming bloody murder at the White House because they are getting a lot of flack in my city for the way that Donald Trump has been conducting policy towards Venezuela. So I think a lot of this is performative. I think a lot of this is, 1, you distract from the Epstein shark that's biting him. 2, you throw a bone to the Venezuelan community and the exile community, the anti-communist community. Listen, Nicolas Maduro is a very bad guy. His government, he had been indicted for drug trafficking. I grew up in Miami in 1980s, okay? So I'm cocaine cowboys, Miami Vice. If you think taking out a boat with 11 minions, assuming they were drug traffickers, or assuming they were Tren de Aragua, which is an assumption because we have seen no evidence proving that. If you think taking out minions does anything to decrease drug trade, I urge you to go watch Narcos. These people are expendable. And they could have provided, if captured, information that may have led to the bigger fish.
Let me just I mean, I think we also need to
that's how we ended up with people like Carlos later.
Because we don't actually even know, and this is what Rand Paul pointed out in a recent interview, we don't actually even know for sure that boat was headed toward us versus somewhere else. Listen.
That's right.
This outboard boat was 2,700 miles. How do we know it was coming to the U.S.? So they may be selling drugs in Trinidad. We are
the in-destination point for whatever percentage of drugs coming out of Central and South America.
Maybe. You don't think anybody in the Caribbean's using drugs? What if they're selling the drugs in Trinidad? Are we now the police for Trinidad?
Well, they always say,
are we going to blow up every boat? It's just insane. You can't blow up
what
every
I want to
ship
say, Senator,
that you
is
think
I always
might have
get this.
drugs on.
Yeah. I mean, he's asking another legitimate question here. Even if it was right to do it, maybe he has the power to. Are we going to blow up every boat in the Caribbean that might be carrying drugs, maybe to us, but maybe to any of the many other countries in the Caribbean?
Well, and Rand Paul is obviously a foreign policy restrictionist in the sense that he does advocate for restraint, and I think that is very much that's popular with the MAGA base usually, and I think he's afraid that this will escalate to something much more like a hot war. I do think that Trump is absolutely justified to say that we are at war with the drug cartels.
Another aspect of this schizophrenic Trump policy towards Venezuela, at the same time that he's got Navy boats parked off the coast of Venezuela and is making noises of war and is bombing, taking out 11 civilians in a drug boat, allegedly, whatever.
Why do you keep saying terrorists? You don't know that.
But at the same time, he's doing that. Our government could say, okay,
no, I don't. If Biden says they're terrorists,
listen, let me finish my point. At the same time, let me finish my point.
But you're telling me I should believe everything
Let me finish my point. At the same time that he's doing all of that against Venezuela, again, for performative reasons, in my opinion, he is ending TPS, temporary protective status, for hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans who came to this country fleeing Nicolas Maduro and his dictatorship. So which is it? Is Venezuela so normal now that these people can return? They don't need temporary protective status and asylum in the United States? Or is Venezuela so bad that we gotta go to war with them?
Schizophrenia.
You gotta pick one.
Fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.